There has never been anything quite like it before. An autopsy performed by a major bank on one of its own disastrous trades and then made public. That's what JP Morgan did with the internal investigation into its London whale scandal. Now, thanks to 129 pages released yesterday, we know ostensibly what happened, how the trade became so freaking huge to begin with, and why JP Morgan didn't see the smoke before the fire raged out of control. Let's begin with where things started to go wrong. Steph?
I will kick off the whale's tale. In December 2011, the firm JP Morgan starts ignoring the red flags. Traders and risk managers inside the CIO unit missed all kinds of warning signs that the so-called synthetic credit position was going to be a problem, including one as far back as December 26, 2011. The traders running the position had plenty of opportunity to unwind it, but were told by then Chief Investment Officer Ina Drew to avoid losses.
And Steph, when the trade didn't perform as expected, the Chief Investment Office staff didn't take money off the table. No, they doubled down. Repeatedly starting in January and all the way through March, they piled tens of billions of dollars in additional risk onto a position so large it had already earned one of the traders the London whale nickname.
On January 30th, 2012, one trader described the size of the trade as, quote, scary. By the end of March, estimated maximum losses were up to $400 million. Ina Drew never asked for a detailed report or an independent analysis of the positions.
So we're now down to the end of March. April is when the whale finally surfaces. On April the 5th, Stephanie breaks the story, alerting the world to this monster trade lurking inside JP Morgan. JP Morgan management slowly wakes up to the problem and starts finally asking questions of Drew, the CIO. She estimates the losses by then at $500 million. April 13th, JP Morgan holds a conference call. Jamie Dimon, the CEO, famously dismisses the issue as a, quote, tempest in a teapot. But the red ink just keeps on flowing. In 1 week, the position loses $800 million. And by May the 10th, JP Morgan is predicting publicly second quarter losses, in addition to those already taken, of an additional $2 billion.
So what do we know now, Eric? The report reveals that for the first time, how senior management inside the CIO unit ignore red flags and our phone calls, trusting the very traders who got JP Morgan into the hole to dig themselves out. When CEO Jamie Dimon was finally clued in, it still took weeks for JP Morgan to realize how just toxic this trade really was and months to unwind it.
At the end of the day, right, JP Morgan ended up reporting losses of more than $6 billion.
It's extraordinary, but it also speaks to the fact that at the end of 2011, when AMR defaulted, that was a huge money gainer for them. So, you know, when a business is doing well, people are looking the other way and they're getting paid. When things turn, that's when things get ugly.